Why were you so relaxed, Ricky?
I think, yo, Jay, you know what was going in my head? You know what was going through my head?
What's up?
I was like, of course it would be today. that was when I was sitting there like this with the towel on my head. I was like, yeah, I mean, of course, today, yes, it would be today that we get into an accident, going to a freaking reception.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, it would be today.
This a survival story, true ghetto story. This is my story, real ghetto story. Hey.
Hey guys, it's your girl, Mara F. Babyy. Please say the baby. This is another episode of Samara Says. So today, my story time is about the car accident that I was involved in 11 years ago now. And it was the day that, I should say one of the days, but probably top 3 days that I almost lost my life. Me and 6 other people, 7 of us in a car. And honestly, the way everything happened, the way the car looked, the way we all came out of it, only God. But as you know with me, with every story that I have, there's always a comedic flair to it. And so I got a chance to chat with some of the people that were in the car with me that day and just to reflect on what we remember from that day, what was like running through our minds, what we were thinking, and just being grateful that we're all still here today. So I wanted to share that conversation with you guys. So hope you enjoy.
Crazy. I'm like, yo, damn, like, what's my mom gonna say? What's the Boston people? What's the Boston people gonna say? Like,
That's the thing is, everything you thought, you have to understand, like, we were thinking it 10 times worse. Okay? Especially because, like, me and Missy already have a rap.
Okay.
Right.
Can we talk about that part?
Like, of course it would be us. Out of all
people, it had to be me and Samara.
Of course it would be us.
Another thing that was going on through my head was like, yo, when people catch wind of this, yo, when people catch wind of this, so those were the 2 things that were going on in my head when I had the towel stopping the blood from freaking gushing out.
That was the first thing that came to me and Missy's head.
We're dead. We are never coming back to New York again.
I literally remember, first of all, I remember being the last one in the car.
Oh my God, Samara.
I remember it like the scene from the movie Crash. I'm just the last one. All I could hear is the car, and I'm like on top of the roof, and I'm just looking, and nobody else is in the car. And I see Ricky, and I'm like, Ricky! And Ricky pulled me out, and I'm looking for Missy. And when I get to Missy, I'm like, we're dead. We might as well have died. That was the first thing I said to her.
We should have, because at that point,
yo,
we kept saying, we're dead. We're dead. What are we gonna do? We're dead. We're dead.
Missy, how did you get out the car?
I don't remember.
Wow.
I do not remember. I remember going in and out of consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
I remember seeing Free, and I was like, "You're next to the tree," and then I passed out again. And when I woke up, Samara was in my face telling me that we're dead. And I was like, yes, we are.
Yo.
Yeah.
We're dead.
I think everybody passed out a couple times. I know Free did. Free had it the worst.
I think I only blacked out once, like right after impact. Right after impact, I blacked out, and then when I woke up, I was sitting on the roof of the. I was sitting on the ceiling of the car, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like when shit usually happens like this, cars blow up and shit. So I'm like, "Yo, I need to get the fuck out."
My question was, all y'all got out and left me though.
Listen, no. You know what's crazy, Samara? Samara, listen. When I find myself in the car, there was nobody in the car to me. Like I'm in the car, I'm like, yo, there's nobody here. I need to get out.
I was probably dead under the seat, just.
Then when I come out, I'm like, I hear someone like Ricky. I'm like, oh, like what? And then that's when I crawled, pulled you out.
Yep.
I'm like, this shit is nuts. Like,
unexplainable. I remember the sound clearly, the sound of being hit, and that's all I remember. And then waking up. That's all I can remember is the sound. But it happened so fast.
So fast.
Super fast.
Y'all all had it worse than me. I think I took it the best, to be honest. And it's crazy because, all right, so we leave in the crib, whatever, and I get knocked. Literally knocked out. Football practice or whatever at that time. And I'm gone. Cool. So what I was saying was, I took it the best because I was sleeping and I just watch out, and then I felt the impact of getting hit. But now the whole car jerks, everything is like just swerving and then rolling, and I'm over here like, yo, this dream is like crazy. Wow. I'm like, yo, football practice must have been something ridiculous for me to really have this kind of hard-hitting dream. Crazily. So now I slowly start to wake up, and I just feel my body being pulled. And I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. I'm mad hype, like I'm hype right now. I'm like, yo, this is about to be a crazy-ass dream, blah, blah, blah. And then I get up, my ass freaking hits one of these. I'm like,
stretching.
And I'm over here like, what the hell is that sound? Then I'm looking, I see everybody on both sides of the street staring at me, and I'm like, what the hell are y'all looking at? Like, the fuck is just a black suit? What the hell? Like, I'm not just crazy or nothing. And I'm like, what the hell is the sound? I turn around, then I see the car is flipped over completely. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I start mentally panicking. I'm like, what was it, an ice pack or a towel on your head, Rick?
Towel, I think.
A towel. And I just have blood near you.
Go get one.
And y'all, I didn't see Samara. I didn't see Missy. I didn't see Free. And I didn't see E. So I'm like, where the hell is everybody else? Then I see E walking around. I'm like, okay, at least E's good. Now, I'm like, where's everyone else? I have no idea where Free is at this moment. And I didn't know where y'all were at. I think I ended up seeing y'all at the hospital.
Yeah.
I'm over here like, I see paramedics and they over here pretty much jumping me to get inside the ambulance. I'm like, yo, I'm good.
Right.
I'm chilling. I don't need the ambulance. Then they put the brace traumatic, blah, blah, blah. But overall, I was just like, the worst that I got was a little scratch on the nose and a rip on the back butt side of my tuxedo or suit or whatever, and some glass in my pocket. That's the worst that I had gotten that day. I really just survived it, and I'm not even banged up or bruised or nothing. Like, this is crazy. But and then I find out Mo was the one who pulled me out, and I'm just like, yo, this is just. It was crazy. It was crazy. But I'm definitely grateful. Definitely.
Facts.
I think, Rick, you might have been the only person to get stitches. Or did Free get stitches?
Yeah, I was the only one. I didn't even get stitches. I got staples. They stapled my head together.
Damn, son.
And it was weird because you were cut on this side that wasn't even near the window.
Isn't that crazy?
It was the other side.
Right.
Like,
On this, I still have the scar.
yeah.
No, you can't make this shit up.
I don't know if you
That
can
was between you and Missy. I'm convinced that y'all threw me on the floor.
When?
Trying to save yourself. That's why I was the last one in the car. I think y'all just kind of dropped me. I was like on both y'all lap. I remember I got nothing. No cuts, no nothing. I just banged my chest, my ribs really bad.
Right.
But I had no cuts. And I remember Missy had a huge bruise, I think from like the seatbelt. Like all on her ass and her leg. She had bruises. And then you was cut. Free, I don't even know.
I think from what he told me, he flew out the back window.
Yeah, that's what.
Flew out the back window and hit a car.
I don't know how true it is because of his big ass. He'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Because the way he make it sound like, bagala fait, bon, après ça, t'es again, Zanoli, t'es fait, brouche, brouche, après ça, frapper machine.
Nah. You know what was epic though? You know what was epic, Samara and Missy?
Mm-hmm.
The testimonies we had to give when we went back to church. Oh my God.
Oh, y'all gave testimonies.
We didn't have a choice.
We didn't have a choice.
Pastor forced us to get up and, oh my goodness.
And this is why I said we all had different experiences. Because
what happened?
Where we came from,
okay,
if you didn't happen to hear about it through whoever, you didn't know about it.
Damn.
Okay? It was not mentioned. I remember actually it being briefly mentioned like at the end of a service, like, oh, 2 girls got in an accident and we're happy they're okay. Wow. I don't even think they mentioned our names.
Nah, they
and here's the thing. It was more of y'all, right? I mean, if you look at the pictures, it's like there's no way all of us should be alive, period.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So looking at the pictures, some people actually went to the scene, you know, everybody's at the hospital. So of course it's something to be grateful for. But once again, more of y'all and y'all are guys. Me and Miss the only girls. We're not from New York.
That part. That part, sis.
So it was more like it's almost like politics. It's going to look bad if you make a big thing about it. So to save face, rather than like praising God and thinking you're okay.
Nah, everyone that testified in our church, we mentioned y'all. Well, I know I did.
You definitely did.
I know I did. I kept it a buck. I was like, yo, what I just told y'all, I said when I came to after the accident, I was like, damn, these church people are gonna be like, sad défi.
Yep, that's what they're gonna hear.
And I said that in the church. They was laughing, but I was dead serious. I was like, this is what was going in my head. Like,
well, that's what happened. So,
right, exactly.
On your head, that's exactly what happened. And I remember even when, first of all, back up. The reason why Jeffrey didn't see us until the hospital because me and Missy left the
We walked back.
I knew it.
Yo, I am.
Me and Samara had to walk.
I knew it.
Back. Okay.
Panic. No, we didn't walk back. Panic mode. Okay.
Panic mode.
Because we're trying to figure out how can we get away.
You know what the craziest part was? Guess who was the first person we saw? My dad.
Of course.
My dad.
Why not?
He was like, what?
No.
He's like, Misa.
No, we didn't even, we started to walk back and some dude was like, where you guys going? And we're like, we have to get back. This is like, we got to get back to the reception. He's like, where? She's like, over there. It's over there. Because we weren't even far. We were like,
I know, we were right there.
We was right there.
Yeah, we're
like, the guy was like, I'm a cop. Just come with me. We hopped in his car. We was up the street. We were like, drop us off right.
See, I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I was like,
Wait, y'all got in the car?
We got in the car.
Y'all got in the car after y'all got in the accident.
Correct.
Wow.
We got in the car.
So good.
This keeps getting better.
Mind you, and we would like drop us off in the street because now we can't pull up with this rent. We don't even know who you are. So how do we explain you? Oh no. So he let us out in the street. And he's like, you guys are good. I'm like, we're fine. We're fine. We're running up. I can't breathe. My chest hurts. Okay. And
my leg.
we get there and see dad comes like, what's going on? I remember my sister there, your sister there, and we're like, we don't even know what to say. We're stuck. Mind you, Missy has blood on her,
Right.
You know, and has glass in her clothes from the accident. Oh my God. Okay.
That shit is crazy, bro.
Obviously, our sisters knew because Ricky told our sisters.
I had to tell somebody.
Ricky called, and our sisters was in the bathroom with your mom when you called. But they were like, what? Who? And they're looking at your mom like,
wow.
So they knew when we pulled up that something happened. But yeah, the first thing, like, Missy dad was ready to take us back to Boston. He was like, are y'all okay? We were like,
Wow.
The man know how to keep shit under wraps.
And I think Lindsay was the one that was like, we cannot take them back to Boston. They could be having internal bleeding right now. They have to get checked out or whatever, And I don't know who else came over, but there were still people there and they were like, why were you guys there? What were you guys doing? Like, and I'm like, if I'm dying, these aren't the questions I'm able to answer right now.
Right.
Like,
right.
I can't even. Yeah, like I can't even function properly to answer any questions, or at least to come up with a good story. So, yeah, and then I think that's when they called the ambulance for us right there.
You know what's crazy? I didn't care about none of us guys. It was just y'all two. I was like, yo, what the fuck am I gonna...
bro.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck? You know, and you know what I think about? Like, if it wasn't us, if it wasn't 7 of us, like, we could have dead ass got hurt, like, real shit.
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't 7 bodies in that car,
yeah,
we would have dead ass got hurt.
Yeah.
I think like we broke each other's fall type shit.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I wish somebody broke my fall.
Yo.
Now watch me. You break that super.
Must be nice to have friends.
Oh.
Yo.
Welcome, Free. You want to tell us your experience, what you remember?
Let me tell you what I remember.
Here we go. Grab the popcorn.
Oh, and you know what? I was like, you know what? I was like, you should have gone this way. It's like, no, this is the quickest way back.
Wow.
I'm like, okay. And then when the car got hit, my first thought was like, he went over a pothole. And then I was like, ooh, all these motherfuckers better be running up to me with roses and apologies and shit. And then I wake up and I'm like, why am I on another car? And then I hear like the beep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I get up and look, and
Epic sound.
Yeah.
the truck, the Jeep is like upside down. You guys are calling out, and at that point, I still don't know like what the fuck is going on. Like, I'm still like, wait, I was in the trunk. How am I outside of the car already?
That's crazy, bro. That's nuts.
That's just how I
He
remember.
passed out mad times. Didn't he pass out on you, Missy?
He did.
Free kept passing out.
So did I, clearly.
Nigga had mad glass in his boxes. I'm like, oh shit.
Bro, I had glass everywhere, bro. I'm like spitting out glass. I'm like, what did I do? But like, I think like the impact from, I don't know what made me black out. I don't know if it was me hitting the roof of the car first, or hitting the windshield made me black out. I don't know what made me black out, but I just know I just woke up on an entirely different car.
I remember someone putting a lot of heat on E just for being the driver.
It's probably free.
No, it wasn't free. It was somebody that wasn't in the car.
Oh.
At the hospital. Somebody was like, well, why were you driving?
Probably his dad.
Nah.
It wasn't a guy.
Nah. It wasn't my dad. Now, the thing is, let me tell you, that was the third big thing I was thinking about. When I had woke up and I stretched and I turned around, I'm like, oh my God, Dad's going to kill us. He's not going to be able to get to church on Sunday.
That was the first thought.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because he go hard for that joint. So I'm like, oh, it's over for us. We about to hear it. If we didn't die in this accident, he about to kill us himself. That's what I was thinking. But he was just like, yo, you guys all right? That's all that matters. When I heard that, I was like, damn.
Sorry to cut you off, Jay. Sidebar. Melissa, I deadass haven't seen you since that day. No, exactly.
That's crazy.
Right?
That's crazy.
I knew I wasn't the only one bugging, bro.
Yeah,
I
had to think about, like,
you know
yo.
what I said? They said to me, I will never go back to New York again. I have never been back.
That's crazy.
I think that was the last time I saw you.
That's crazy. That's really bad. I don't want that to be the last time you saw me. I gotta change that.
No, things definitely changed. Like, trips to New York was like a no.
What?
Matter of fact, females weren't even allowed to go to the youth meetings for a couple years.
For a couple years.
Yeah. It was that.
Shit, trendsetters, high five.
What's up, Rick?
You dead ass flew out the back window, bro.
That's crazy.
Rick, imagine, bro, if I did it. Because the trunk was the only part of the car that was completely crushed.
It was.
Y'all part was fine. But where I was, that was the only part that was completely crushed.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then the fact that nothing broke. Well, I had a concussion, but
nothing.
That's why I'm like, nothing broke.
Nothing.
I think I'm the only one that sustained the major injuries, bro.
Yeah.
And that was probably came from the back window, not even the window next to you.
I only told this to Mo,
right?
But when I got to the hospital, because all right, so as you know, I'm big on physical fitness and blah blah all of that stuff. So now this was the senior year of high school or whatever, and colleges were really going to be looking at me for my football ability. So I got to the hospital, and I get up off the bed that they put me on. So I'm doing some squats, did some push-ups, and then I realized I wasn't hurt. And at that moment, that's when I told them I had refused to be here. I didn't consent for any of this. They just threw me in the bed, in the ambulance. Nah, I promise you, I kid you not. I just wanted to make sure I was physically okay. Once I was able to do just those two things, I'm like, I'm good. And at that point, I'm like, I'm definitely not paying for nothing now. Because I
think you had a football game that day.
And he had practice.
I had practice.
Oh, you definitely had football like that day.
My memory is on point.
Oh, I don't forget.
He was like, yo, let's go pick up Jay from practice. I was like, okay, yeah, road trip. But now, like, the paramedics with him, they was like, yo, honestly, we should have been putting you guys in bags. That's what they told me and Moses.
What did he tell you?
It was like, we should have been putting you guys in bags.
It's crazy, bro.
That's wild.
We don't believe that over here. Just tell them that. Get Parin Sasha Sayo. Shit.
All I kept hearing around that time was Bonje Kase Set Seke.
Yep.
Yes.
For a whole year, Set Seke.
Yep.
Set Seke.
That's cute.
That's very cute. That's so nice. That's really nice. The support you guys have with
what I remember, like Jeff even saying like his dad was like, "Are you okay?" My dad was in New York, and my dad drove to Boston. My dad did not come to the hospital.
Wow.
I'll see you at home.
Samara, stop.
Everybody was stressed. Everybody was like, they gotta call the pastor.
Yep.
They gotta call parents. You know, he's stressed because he couldn't drive back to Boston that night. We ended up staying at your house. We couldn't even go back. And we're like, once again, we end up right back here.
Right.
You know, but everybody that came to me asked me why was I in the car in the first place.
That's all they're worried about.
I was like,
Nobody has to
except
know.
for, literally except for our friends.
You how about my mom asking me, machine na mariage moun la, et puis what fly outside car? Pour qui ça? Why are you flying outside cars?
I could hear y'all saying that.
What fly?
Yo.
No, I ain't gonna front. I kind of almost like blew the fucking hospital up because I was like, this is when I had to get my acting on. And I'm like, you over here, you stuck us in a fucking ambulance. I ain't ask you for that shit. You over here just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't know nothing about it. I'm just like, I'm not paying for this. I said no multiple times. Y'all over here grabbing me by the arms, putting the brace on my neck, and the ambulance is never, ever comfortable. That's
Yo,
why
I hated that brace on my neck so much.
Bro.
And you're inverted. I'm not sure if you realize that the way they put you in, the part where your feet is at is slightly higher, so all that pressure is going to your brain, and it's choking you. I'm like, what y'all trying to do to me?
And they're speeding.
Yep.
Over the ear.
Yo, bro, I'm like,
Trying to save your life.
I'm like, yo, at least let me be able to look around. Like, I'm in the back of an ambulance.
Let me breathe. I'm over here getting more damage just getting the ride in the ambulance than the actual accident. Could you believe that shit? I'm like,
to be honest, I'm not even gonna front. The next day, like the next few weeks, basically I was fucked up.
Yo, you? Nah, bro.
I was fucked
We
up.
all were.
Yo, my neck was killing me, bro.
And that's the thing. I felt nothing coming out the car. All that adrenaline.
Adrenaline.
It was crazy.
The day up,
and having BOC parents, like, you just.
Okay.
bro.
Yo, y'all did us almost walk back to the reception.
Listen, I said it in a video I did before, okay, that the punishment is worse. Like, I might as well have died. I'm gonna be dead anyways. Like, I might as well have came out with a broken leg or something so that there could have been more sympathy on me.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Because if you come out perfectly fine,
I'm beating your ass.
Y'all don't know perfectly fine. I had people showing up to the house with leaves.
we got that too.
You got the same thing. What?
No. Y'all got bathed in sour oranges skins.
I don't know what I got bathed in. I just know I was getting hit with a bunch of like in a tub.
It was leaves.
I was getting leaves and oranges and say and tea.
I had to drink coffee with salt because it's for Sizzy Smug.
Who says he smell?
No. That's going too far.
Yeah.
The next day, there's no Stacey Smart the next day.
It was even the next day. It was days after.
Days.
Days later.
Yo.
I'm like, you guys are the cause of the Sizzy Smug. We could have walked out the car and been like, guys, are you okay? And we're sitting here worried about what y'all gonna think.
That's
right.
a fact.
Right.
That's a whole
Right.
fact. If they were normal parents,
Okay.
if they were normal parents, we would have been good mentally. We were stressing our bodies because we were
He was
thinking
more stressed out, like, fuck, we should have just died instead of having to deal with them.
Straight up.
Crazy. Them being our parents, low key, think about it. Them being our parents, low key, give us that extra adrenaline, and I feel like that's what also helped.
Why you
us
think me
feel
smile
quicker.
walk back?
Right, yo, they came out the car and was ready to go.
It was like, yo, I can bring that to the shop, buff it out, but we gotta go back.
We're fine. We are fine.
Yo.
Let's go.
We get thinking how we could get the car fixed in 30 minutes before he's dad.
No. Listen to me, Free. Deadass, if the car was in total, bro, niggas would have called AA, bro. Got the car towed to a fucking mechanic shop.
This was just a fender
That shit up.
Deadass.
You would have walked the asses right over there. What are you talking about?
If this was a fender bender, we'd have been like, "Hey, y'all figure that out. We'll be right back over there. We just gotta
Right
make
over here.
back."
Yo, nah, son. The way these Haitians move, bro, they be fucking us up mentally, bro. Son.
That's crazy, bro. Like,
And that's the crazy thing is too, we would have been worse if one of us died because they would have made it worse.
What?
It's like they would have made it worse. We couldn't even be able to deal with the trauma properly because they would have just been like, "Why did you go?"
Yup.
It would have been so much.
Yep.
Women.
Sac de voyo.
You meanwhile they had nothing to do with it. They're over here drinking freaking what's that red drink? The red version drink?
Shirley Temple?
Yes. They're over there drinking Shirley Temple and eating black rice talking about bonjour. He just love to escalate shit, yo.
in your church in Boston, how many Sundays were they bringing it up?
What?
But yeah, we spoke about that before you got on.
They didn't talk about it.
This was a secret. And honestly, like a lot of people from other churches hit me up weeks after saying they just found out that we were in the car because it wasn't supposed to be spoken that 2 females were with y'all. So it was a bad look. It was not spoke about. There was no testimony given. There was no nothing.
I told them they dedicated a fucking service to us, bro.
That's so nice.
Word.
Y'all had everything. Y'all had slideshows and everything. I told you it wasn't mentioned. It was briefly said that, 2 people got an accident, but they good.
We did have a slideshow.
Yeah.
We did?
You definitely did.
Yeah, they put it on the screen.
They put that
Wow.
broken car right on that trashy screen that they had at the time, bro.
But I told them I mentioned them.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I was like,
okay because now I have
7 of us.
now I have the platform to give my testimony. So
Let them know you were there 11 years
everybody
ago.
can watch me now. I'm good. I still look the same.
No, you definitely do.
I think my hair was just like this actually.
Was it?
It
I
was.
have pictures, from that day.
Wow. Yo, that's the Samara, that's the 4th thing I thought about.
What is it?
The bride.
Yeah, Benny, right?
We fucked up her day.
I don't even know who the bride is. I can't tell you whose wedding.
I don't even know who got married.
I know it was someone from our church, but
Can't make this shit
It
up.
was Fred, right?
Yeah.
That's so annoying.
This is face though, son.
Yo.
first of all, the funny thing is, we weren't invited to the wedding.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
That's even worse. Oh my God. You just made it 10 times worse.
That's the
I'm
reason
like-
why it wasn't spoken about.
I kid you not. We weren't really invited. We didn't even have place cards. And that was one of the reasons why we left, because there was so much emotion going on at the reception because some people from Boston didn't go. So we were taking their seats.
I see.
There was
I
so
see.
much commotion, like, you guys' name is not here. And we were just like, nobody wants to be here anyways. We just came here to come to New York. Like,
Straight up.
that's really what it was. So, no, we weren't really invited.
Wow.
No, we didn't have a place there. So,
That's interesting.
had I known better, I would have even taken some of Ricky's blood and passed it on me and would have just been on the floor.
What? What? I'm thinking back like, yo, 30K?
Could have collected a lot.
A lot.
Okay? I know people that have collected a lot in accidents, and I'm like, see, these freaking people got me stressed, and I could have just been laid out on the floor.
Right.
Samara,
Had
had
it
I
as
known,
hell.
Could have been on some.
I would have still been asleep. when I heard like,
Who you tell?
No, but who do we blame? The Haitians.
The Haitians.
Exactly.
We have to.
The Haitians fault.
Culture, the whole culture.
Facts.
no, we'll fix this at home.
Yep.
Nah, but I'm thankful. Cause I mean, it couldn't have been anybody else but us. I know for the way my life works, I know it, damn sure it could have been nobody else but me. The way my life has worked.
What? Add me in this, sis, because the way my life works.
There's nobody else.
That was punished for surviving.
Yeah, that's the consequence of being a female.
Ain't that some shit, son?
In a religious setting.
In a religious Haitian setting, it's all about image. It's all about image.
All about image.
Yep.
It's like whatever looks bad, they gotta fix the story to make it look good. So if it doesn't look good, they're not gonna say anything.
See, right, exactly. They couldn't finesse the story. There was no way you could finesse it.
No.
I think this is like the first time I'm hearing like they dead ass swept y'all under the rug.
Yeah, that's nuts.
What?
Another reason why I was like, I wish sometimes I'm like, if I was more damaged, y'all wouldn't be able to. You know what I mean? Like, because we looked okay physically, it was easy to be like, okay, they'll be fine. Nobody's gonna talk about it or whatever. But if my arm was hanging off, you'd have no choice.
Okay. Okay.
But to explain what happened, let me just say, I love you guys.
Oh, I love you too, girl.
Love you too.
And thank you for being my guy. Didn't die. Accident survivors.
Okay.
Thanks for not dying, guys.
Thanks for not dying.
Thanks for not dying.
Yeah, thanks for not stressing me the fuck out for the rest of my life.
So unfortunately, we couldn't have everybody that was there. We were missing 2 people that were with us in the car that day. It's very hard in this day and age to even get on 7 people's schedule. Okay, we tried a long time to get that call together, but we'll probably do maybe another part next year or something where I can get everybody. Maybe if Corona's gone, we could all be in the same place, because I don't think we've all been in the same place in a very long time. So I'm just thankful for how we came out of it, how we're still close today. I'm thankful for the experience, and yeah, but God. that's all I can say is but God. So I thank y'all for watching. If you have not already, subscribe, because you're watching anyways. You enjoy my stories, okay? You enjoy watching me and my foolishness, you know? So subscribe. And then when you subscribe, share it. Share it with somebody, okay? Let them see the goodness. But really, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I thank y'all for watching. This is Samara Says. Bye.
Samara Says.